Buongiorno. Join us now as the great chefs cook Italian, featuring from Nantucket Island, Seth Raynor. From New York City, Lydia Bastianich. From Cambridge, Massachusetts, Jody Adams. From New Orleans, Louisiana, Bobby Roth. From Killington, Vermont, Ted Fondulis. From Washington, D.C., Francesco Ricci. From Boston, Killian Weigand. And from Providence, Rhode Island, Joanne Killeen.
On the clubbish and exclusive island of Nantucket, word gets out quickly, and the word on the boarding house is good. Executive Chef Seth Raynor spent most of his cooking career at various restaurants on the Massachusetts island. Nestled in the middle of town, he now has his own operation which offers imaginative dishes like this appetizer, sirloin carpaccio with 3 aiolis. The chef trims sirloin. The filet can be substituted.
And it'll be about 2.5 ounces per portion. And the size really, or shape, doesn't matter. Put it in saran wrap, plastic. And start pounding. You can lift up the wrap if you need, or take a couple pieces out and form them back together. Then any of this extra fat that's kind of come out or gristle can always be cut out afterwards, but you want to get most of it done before you start. But somehow something just comes out.
Accompanying the carpaccio are 3 flavored condiments with the garlic mayonnaise aioli as a base.
The aioli base for the carpaccio, of which I use 1 whole egg and an egg yolk, rather than just whole egg, rather than just yolks, so it's not quite as eggy tasting. To that, put in just a little bit of water, maybe a tablespoon or 2. About 6 cloves of garlic, pinch of salt, pinch of pepper, and we want to let this go for about a minute just to puree everything and let some air get in there. Sometimes shake it around. To this we'll add 1.5 cups of oil, which is olive oil. Start slowly at first. Once the emulsion's started, you can pretty much just let it go. If it starts to get that rim of oil around the edge, you can see you're just going a little too fast. Just pull back, and then you can just start adding again. When making it, you can stop it and scrape it down, make sure all the garlic is getting mixed in. Nothing's clinging on the sides too much. Let it go. And then you can just season it up with the little lemon juice there. From this aioli, we make the 3, of which we're going to make the Dijon, the achiote, and the basil. And the achiote comes in a paste. It's kind of a spiced annatto seed, ground up and flavored. And we're just going to add a little bit of water, as if you're making wasabi, the Japanese horseradish, just enough to bind it.
The musky flavored achiote can be found in East Indian, Spanish, and Latin American markets.
And let that sit for a minute. Then we'll take some fresh basil leaves, and you can just kind of roll them up on each other, and then julienne that. And once these are made, they should all sit for a while so that the flavors come out. It's your basil, about a tablespoon, heaping teaspoon of mustard, and achiote. And we just let them sit.
Garnishing the carpaccio is the Italian garlic bread bruschetta.
Next we can make the bruschetta spread, of which take roasted peppers and some pitted Kalamata olives, and they're chopped up a little bit here. And these we just bind up just with a little bit of extra virgin olive oil and a little cracked black pepper. You can let those flavors marry together for a while as well.
Chef Raynor begins presentation.
And you can, a little salt on it, little extra virgin olive oil that has some garlic clove marinated in it. Take a little of the bruschetta of the Aiolis, one achiote, the Dijon, the basil,
Note that the bruschetta has been rubbed with garlic and toasted before the topping is spread on. At the boarding house, the Carpaccio starter is finished with lusty flavored onion rings. The onions are dredged in flour seasoned with cayenne, chili, cumin, salt, and pepper. This mixture should stand overnight before coating the onions.
and then a nice mound of the hot onion rings on the cool Carpaccio.